morning, Aline. How you doing? I am here with tea this morning. Ooh, that's good, that's good. Oh, hot tea. Woo-hoo. Waking up. That's how I'm doing. I'm waking up. Tesla, have you not finished eating? What are you doing? Silly cat. Waiting for the cats to finish their breakfast so I can let Mathis out of his carrier. Tesla. It's always chill vibes here, first thing. Nice, chill vibes here, the whole thing, but it's definitely chill first thing. Alright, Tesla. You're eating like nothing. And this is your food from yesterday still. Eat your food. He doesn't tend to eat a lot during weather changes. And season changes. And that's what is happening. The weather's just like yo-yoing all over the place. Can't decide whether it wants to be hot or cold. Come on, Nugget. Eat your food. I don't think he's going to eat this. Well, I tried. I return. I gotta prepare my maracas for my tea is cold enough. If you have medications, remember to take them on time. The bot's already here. I don't even have to ban him. He just uses banned words, and I'm just like, deny. No illegal words in my chat. Wow, why does my avatar look so angry? Queenbo 42, good morning. I'm waking up. How you doing today? It's good to see ya. We're gonna be painting some more clouds today. I never know how it's gonna go. It either happens or it doesn't happen. You know? I'm still debating on putting that really dark cloud in the front there. Like at the top. Don't like it. Don't quite like it. Because Elden Ring is a stinky bum game that is stupid. I like the way you talk. That's pretty great. I am presently waking up. I've got a cup of hot cardamom tea. It's one of the few teas that I actually put sugar in. Actually, I think it's the only tea that I put sugar in. I just felt like having some this morning. It's a very tasty tea, though. Tasty. We'll send a notification directly to Neff and directly to my brother and to Necromancer. And maybe to Mystic too. Fantasy appears to be away today. What am I looking for here? Yeah, there we go. Apparently, Blue Sky is adding check marks, verification check marks. That's the news of the day. And Throne changed their layouts just after I finished making customized art for all of my collections, and now it's all worthless. I'm so mad. Like, I just went through and made custom art. And it's like, well, you don't need them anymore. And I'm like, why? Oh god, why? Yeah. I hate it when websites change their layouts like that. It's like, bro. And now it takes up, like, the layout was, oh, good morning, Puma. There's a dragon loaf. Puma streams on Sundays, Queenboo, just so you know. Mostly chill games and art. I hope you're having a good morning. But yeah, like Throne, they used to have like this nice grid all the way across the screen. You know, the whole section of the screen that they took up. And now it only takes up like maybe 3/5. And then there's just like this big wide open space on the side. And it's uneven, and it makes me, as a designer, as a web designer, I'm just like, no. My internal rage for their design. And like, if your name is a certain length, it cuts it off and like puts it on the next line. That's also a no-no. You should have enough room in your design for someone's username to be able to be read on one line. The maximum number of characters that your username is allowed to be should be the thing.
Yeah, it's terrible. And like the collections does the same thing. So like the font is too big, and then like if your collection's more than just a few letters long, it just shoves it into multiple lines and then makes these little boxes really big. It's a bad design. And I don't know how to tell them without saying it exactly like like I could come up with a mock-up that's better in like 15 minutes. But they would have to pay me for that. And Fantasy has arrived and has booped my snoot. It is the boop snoot. It is the snoot that gets booped. The boop snoot, like the droop snoot. But it is the snoot that gets booped. A little bit different every single time. Especially when my brain's still in boot up mode. The boopy of the snooty. Yep. Like the droop snoot. Arias, good morning! Faye arrives and I immediately choke on my tea. What is this? What have you done? Meow. Oh, I'm gonna have to make that a really high price redeem, aren't I? The meow potion for like 5 minutes. Meow. Oh no. I'm gonna have to subject myself to this, aren't I? That's gonna be like 25,000 points, man. Meow. I don't know whether like Kit's interpretation of that was right or not, or whether he was supposed to like literally meow at the end of every sentence, but I liked the word meow. Ooh, art history, fun. We're just saying meow. Okay. Either way, like, it was great. Enjoy your kofifi, Queen Boo. I always start stream and then I go and make tea or some sort of drink. My blinds are just not calming down today. Can we relax? I'm gonna have to open them. How are you doing this morning, Fantasy and Arias? There, I opened my blinds. It'll only make my tracking better. More light. Open the window the rest of the way too. Get this nice, fresh, cold spring air inside. Oh, I like being chilly. I think part of the reason I like being cold is because I'm always in pain. So like, because I have arthritis, it being cold helps with the swelling. Terratech was up to 3 a.m. trying to figure out some shadow stuff. Oh, so we were both up till 3 in the morning. Actually, I was up till 5. It's now 9. I live the life of a college student at my age. It's not healthy. I don't think I ever left college age. I just stayed there permanently. My audio isn't doubling, is it? For a second there, I thought it was. But I was like, no, my tab is muted. I still have to contact Fabric Wholesale Direct about this possible mistake in their stuff. Oh, sorry. My art window has to be shuffled around a bit. Too busy. Mom's visiting me next week, so getting some appointments scheduled. Fun. Tell her I said hi. Let's find our brush tool. The proper brush. Turn off our character and her jewelry and stuff. That's really nice of you. Thanks. There's stuff on my monitor. Alright, these clouds looked better than they did yesterday. They're not quite right. So, we're gonna keep working. I'm not happy with the color either, but I don't want to change that too much. I think part of the reason I'm not happy with it is because there's not enough variation in the color. Like, you got this beautiful bunch of variation up here, but then down here it's just like peach. Like a dark peach. What happens if I introduce some more gray blues? Just toss them in. Not quite right. In here, it's better here because you've got the reflection from these clouds. Purples. Yep, these purples. I think Puma's right about the purples. Just keep playing with it till it works, right? That's how clouds work, right? Ugh, my knuckles are all the way too again. Making a barrel named Barry. Does it like fill the friendly fridge? The blinds, man, they're just. I think it's a combination of them being too saturated and too dark. Necromancer! Good morning. Are you excited for your trip? One of the other issues I'm having is like this cloud should have a sort of upwards turning motion because it's a mesocyclone. Mixed bag packing now. Depending on what you're putting in that bag. I'm glad my jokes land first thing in the morning. My terrible jokes. Yeah, this whole section in here, I just can't seem to... I'm gonna run. Move on to something else for now. Time to start your clothing for conquest. Well, at least you've got 2 years. I'm still trying to figure out my full design for this year. Just gotta keep playing with it till it's right. I'll know when it's right. The canvas will let me know. Welcome back, Weeboo. Canvas will whisper its praise when you're done, yup. What's the canvas say when it talks to you? You suck! And Neff! Good morning, Neff. Neff has redeemed a hydrate, a posture check, and a streach. There's our hydrate. Unshrimp your spines, everybody. Wake yourself up. Get all nice and limber. Then. Whew. One day I'll figure out how to get the chat into the redeems into the little chat on the screen. I don't know if it's possible, but I'll try. Don't mind me, I'm just trying things. I really, really like this brush for blending. Is that the power of love, Necromancer? Now it's stuck in my head. Just need to let the sunlight in, I think. I think that's the biggest part of the problem here. The canvas is saying very different things to me today than it was yesterday. You can see medical professionals so that they can help. Medical professionals, they aren't real. What are you talking about? Still debating this big cloud up here. But I don't want the canvas to be too unbalanced. But then again, we've got this bright, beautiful color in her bangs. And that kind of helps balance it out. River. River's making cute little noises. And for some reason, this little bit of cloud right here, just like right smack in the middle, that you don't see because her head's in the way, it reminds me of a bit of a Renaissance painting. And it's like, just try to emulate that, the rest of the painting. All this lovely work that you'll never see. Hello, Velcro. If my tracking freaks out, it's because there's a cat in my face. Hello. I'm painting, buddy. You want me to earn money for cat food, right? So that I can feed you? Hello. There's a kitten. Your first birthday's coming up soon, buddy. Join the club of fully grown cats. Meow. I wish I could show you guys this on camera, but I can't. Well, I guess it's cat time now. Sure this is picking them up, yeah? The way my avatar's mouth is moving. Mandatory cat break is declared by the Feline Workers Union. Foo. You need a foo badge now. These are the purrs of the Velcro. And now it's cat juggling hour. Okay, yeah, even like the thumbnail, the painting is already looking better than it was when I started. I'm feeling much better about this painting now. Where we stopped yesterday, I was definitely feeling better about it than where we started, but today it's even better. Just a little bit of extra work goes a long way. So, Queen Boo, you were studying for an exam. What kind of? Well, I mean, like, what kind of? Yeah, it's an art history, right? You said art history exam. Is that for a college course or high school? I don't know. Ah! Get kicked in the face. Velcro is very excited about snuggle time. Snuggle time could last anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour with Velcro. Oh, fluffy mane. And Necromancer, tell us about your LARP. What kind of LARP is it? Where is it? Tell us a little bit about your character. While we sit and chat. Here comes Mathis lurking his way into my room. Hey, Velcro buddy. Napa. Okay, Velcro has decided to jump down now. We can continue work. It's a retro-futuristic sci-fi theme. I'm an intergalactic drug smuggler / dealer. Currently struggling to pick all the candies and have room for... or pack all the candies and have room for anything else like clothes. That's always the way it is. I want to see if I can make my tent for Conquest this year. Candies, other drugs. Yeah, I figured that one. We do that a lot at Conquest too. Make sure to check with some people, because if you have any players who follow certain faiths in real life, there are certain candies they cannot eat. I had a Muslim friend in high school, and he couldn't eat Skittles because they're made with gelatin, and the gelatin was made with pork gelatin. I don't know if they've changed that since then with Skittles. It was the 90s. 90s and 2000s. It's not something you're likely to come across, but good to be informed. Cora! Hello! Veshal? I think that's how you say that. In addition to not everyone is even down to take food from strangers, it'll always be optional. Yeah. Most LARPs are like, you don't have to take the thing. You can pretend to take the thing. How you doing this morning, Cora? Necromancer's just telling us about the LARP he's gonna go to. You're in Skill Tree now, right, Necromancer? You can see the candies through the clear bags, yeah. I opened my window all the way. Now it's actually kind of cold in here. Might go put on my tunic. Yes, yes, yes. A time zone approved greetings tag to you. I'm gonna grab my tunic and put that on.
Kittens, what are you doing? Hello? And as expected, my tunic is just covered in cat hair.
Letting that fresh, cold spring air in. It's enough that I want socks on. It's the pizza socks. As Nameless freaks out while I'm shifting around. Just put my nice rag quilt on my lap. It can be cozy for stream today because it's cold enough. Oh yeah, it's nothing like being wrapped up in a blankie. Can't do that during the summer. I'll just roast to death even if the AC's on. And then what would be the point of turning on the AC if you're just gonna put a blanket on you, right? I never sleep well during summer because I can't put a blanket on myself at night and a sheet is too light. I need something heavy. I need like a weighted blanket that's got cooling beads in it or something. So I'm never looking forward to summer. There's a cat exploring between my legs and the blanket. It tickles. When the kittens were really small, when they followed me into the bathroom, they would try and like jump into my pants. You know, you're just sitting there on the loo minding your own business and suddenly there's just this kitten in your pants. And you're like, okay now. None of that. Mathis. Okay, where's this cat? Hi. Velcro. He is underneath my desk. Hi, kitten. He's just explorating. Kitten under the desk. And now I think he's not sure how to get out from behind the blanket in the under the desk part. Mathis. Velcro, are you stuck? Did you get yourself stuck?
Why?
New meaning to furry trousers. Hopefully I have to pack twice as many clothes because it's a desert and I'm gonna sweat a lot and I'm actually allergic to sweat. Oh, fun. Look, making sure you're safe, healthy, and comfortable is more important than anything else. If you have to, leave some of the props behind for the sake of health and safety. I swear to God, if you put holes in my chair, cat, I will skin you alive. This chair is new. I would like it to last just as long as my other chair, which is like 15 years. Oh man, you should have seen Kit and Maddie at Conquest. They had like 5 suitcases each. It was kind of funny to see them dragging all that stuff with them. Mathis is hyper. He was just standing there going, and then he just bolted out of my room. And now he's back already, just sitting there. That might have been Velcro that did the bolting then. Somebody did.
Mathis.
He's a wide bed truck of a cat. Middle list most necessary things for the trip. Yep. I am constantly refining my list. I am bold enough to wear most of my kit while traveling. Mathis just sitting there calmly, and then suddenly runs off. God, I love cats. They're great. after hearing Ark's story of how his luggage never showed up, and he basically had to buy everything at Conquest. I was like, I'm just gonna wear most of my important stuff, and my carry-on is gonna have like my vital gear in it. So, money, change of clothes, change of undergarments as necessary. You know, literally the most important things were in my carry-on, including a little extra, like, one extra packet of food just in case. Chase me, come get me, do it. You can't catch me, look how fast I am, you can't catch this, tears ass out of the room, yep. And splitting everything between 2 suitcases in case they lose one of them. Yeah, yep, that's the way to do it, especially if you're flying. Yep, Ark's luggage showed up at his house after he got back from Conquest. So at least he got his stuff back. Sometimes lost luggage remains lost forever, and I would hate that. Sorry, just communicating with the meows. Luckily, had my luggage lost once, and it was on the next plane like 10 hours later, so it wasn't a big deal. Yeah. Best case scenario in terms of lost luggage. Sorry, cat's knocking shit down.
Hi. Said you could climb up there.
Yeah, I saw the hair. Make sure you take some photos when and if you can. It would be good memories. You know, I'm probably going to send you also the background of this painting so that you have a nice cloud painting to enjoy too, Necromancer. Like a terrified cat just ran onto my porch. Aww. It's your cat now. The feline delivery system is delivering you your very own meow. Truck noises. You saved a baby. Not really. This is my neighbor's cat. They love very much. Must have gotten scared by the loud bang from a truck. Ah. The trucks are scary though. Some little mamadas going on up here. Mm-hmm. Escort mission unlocked. Saved the baby. Get it back home. Is it primarily an outdoor cat? As much as I disagree with having outdoor cats because they kill the birds. It's starting to look very dreamy. I have no idea what I'm doing. And our outdoor cat, she is a one-man cat and doesn't like other humans except her dad. She is the biggest cuddle bug too, and she is fixed the chip. Yeah. Coco was like that. She only liked my uncle. After he passed away, she just lived out of spite. She was, she made it to this summer. This last summer. I think late in the fall, actually. Before my aunt finally had to put her down. My uncle passed away in 2011. So, she lasted a long time. She was already old then. I think that cat was probably like 25. Maybe older. Like, she was old. I think introducing those other colors has really helped a lot. Keep learning things as I go. Kitten? Velcro. He's climbed up on that spot again where he knocked all that other stuff off. No, you can't have the feathers on my tricorn. My god. We just save. You cannot be here. Kitten, you cannot sit here, okay? Now he's under my blanket.
Hi. Hi, Pip.
Not that I've distracted him a little bit. I went and grabbed a couple of pictures of him. I guess I'll have to bring them up so that you guys can see Velcro. There's that cutie patootie. There we go. Kitten time. He's a cute baby. My tea is cold. It is now iced tea. Yeah, it's just iced tea. Like it's quite cold today, I think. It feels quite cold. Where did my toolbar go? Huh. My bookmarks toolbar has disappeared from my Firefox. I guess it updated. We'll change things again. 8 feels like 5 degrees with a high of 12. I guess we can farm this thumbnail for a little while. Velcro? Oh, you got zapped in the nose! Cool, huh? And your Canadians was like, what, minus 20C? No, only 5 degrees Celsius. It's still cold enough that I would wear a jacket going outside. If this were the temperature in fall, I would wear a coat, definitely. Because it would be cold, but in spring, it's like I would make sure I have a long sleeve shirt on, which I always do. I don't wear short sleeve shirts. And at least a windbreaker. Psychos, the lot of you. Yes. Like, I have a blanket on my lap right now, and I have my tunic on, which provides enough warmth for me to be relatively comfortable, but even I'm finding it a little bit chilly. The cat, of course, is covered in fur, so he doesn't mind at all. think I might need to replace my blanket soon. It's starting to fall apart. It's a shame, because I like that blanket. It definitely needs new batting. And the fabric is starting to wear down. I hate having to buy new stuff. Stuff is expensive. And I can never find stuff that I like. I bought that blanket when Zellers was going out of business. So I got it for like $15. You just found a tamed horse in your solo Minecraft world? That doesn't make any sense. Are you sure that it didn't just take one heart or one attempt to tame? Because that can happen. It'd just be really easy to tame it. You just hop on and it's just like, yep, I love you. And sometimes you don't see the heart particles because Minecraft is broken like that. I think I might make some more tea. And we'll farm cat thumbnail while I make some tea. And I make sus look and scream. I return. Full saddle. Might have tamed it a while back and forgot. That is far more likely. Ab woob. We have a posture check and a stretch and a hydrate from Neff. I got myself a piece of cheese. Nice big chunk of Jarlsberg Swiss cheese. Thanks, Neff. Cheese, Gromit! Velcro just came in and sat his ass down on my floor and just stared at me. He knows I have cheese. He's never had Jarlsberg before. Vel! He is definitely a cheese beast. I love Jarlsberg. There. I have a new cup of tea, so we're doing Neff's hydrate. With a stretch. Break her neck, reset her posture, just wiggle. We good. Everybody unshrimp your spines. Oh, Necromancer, you lactose intolerant? Rip. That was the worst. I used to be lactose intolerant. Actually, Jarlsberg is lactose free. So you might actually be able to eat it. And I only know that because I was looking at the package when I closed it up and put it back in the fridge. You miss cheese and eggs? Have they become too expensive? You know, you'd think they'd be cheaper now because we're not selling them to America, but, you know. Oh my god. Cheese and eggs are like the things I eat the most of. I don't know where it came from, Fantasy. I bought it at Costco. When Rumi's parents took us to Costco. They gotta cover the loss of throwing stuff out. They could just sell it for cheaper and I would buy more of it. Doesn't make any fucking sense, man. I much prefer drinking things as opposed to eating things. I'm gonna be walking down to the pharmacy later to pick up Rumi's meds. Hopefully I'll be able to find some cream on sale, because we're almost out. Some milk, too. And then I'm gonna stop by the dollar store and pick up bread. Because I need bread because I have this horrible craving for grilled cheese. And I've got lots of cheese, but I never have any bread. Making a cow farm in Minecraft. but we'll spare my two first ones, Bert and Betsy. I go the vintage beef route, and I name my cows after the major like dairy company. So I have like my Stardew farm. I have Beatrice, Seal Test, and Nielsen. And then I think the other one I have is Baxter, which is a lesser known dairy company that I didn't even know about, but I looked up Canadian dairy companies. You know what we need to say? We need to build our own village. Yes, we do. I sent you that thing last night, actually. Did you watch that? That Kristen Dirksen Norwegian eco-village thing? I haven't watched a Minecraft video in like a year and a half. I also haven't played Minecraft in like a year and a half, which is shocking because it's like one of my favorite games. I am on a server with people, with Arcane Memory and the others, but I don't get on very often. I'm too busy doing commissions. But yeah, Neff, I sent you that video last night / this morning. I would love to do something like that here in Canada, where you have like an eco village, but also like you hand build everything. Yeah, watch it. I've been watching nothing but similar videos since collecting knowledge and ideas. Yeah, I have a playlist. I think it's public, called Better Cities. I'll send it to you later. It might be unlisted playlist. Which ghost town? Is it Cerro Gordo? Is it the one about the woman who built a whole greenhouse around her house? Was amazing. Yeah, that one's cool too. There's a few ghost town ones. There's one in the U.S. where some guy bought a ghost town at like the start of the pandemic, and it's like this mining town out in Nevada, and they get all kinds of weather. Oh, okay, that one, yeah. All right, yeah, I know that one too. Yeah, Cerro Gordo is the road issues that they're having, man. It's funny because they could probably use you could probably use a whole bunch of permaculture techniques to prevent them from having that problem with the with the rain washing out their road all the time if they just built swales like all over the mountains. And you know, they could probably turn that whole mountain green with how much water it gets when it rains. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's just one dude, but like if he took some time to put in some swales, he would not only have like a form of water catchment, like natural water catchment, but he would also be able to plant plants and greenify the desert that way. Permaculture techniques are really cool. I mean, some people have been helping him, as the problem is getting materials out there. I just keep staring at a picture of the kitty. It's so cute. His biggest problem is getting materials out there because, like, the mountain road is all kinds of fucked up all the time. But it's cool. I keep looking for like Ontario ghost towns, but there aren't many. You know, abandoned structures that I can basically do what I want with. Uh, the one that burned down was actually the original. Yeah, no, the one that burnt down was the original, and the new one has been. They've got the foundation in. He had like 30 or 40 people come up and help him and like haul materials, and they had to mix everything by hand, so they couldn't get like a big mixing trucks up. I wish I had something set up so that I could like do video. Maybe I'll do that at some point. I don't want like copyright problems. Woo! Vertigo came back. That's weird. That's not supposed to happen. Stupid brain doing weird stuff. I'd be okay with reclaiming a ghost town, but let's not grab one in the middle of a mountain as the first one, eh? Yeah. Yeah, I would want something that has, like, mixed land. But, definitely shield material because it's very stable. Maybe something at a slightly higher elevation. The lawnmowers are back. And by lawnmowers, I mean the leaf blowers. Yeah, overly nameless on top of live video. Well, I mean, it would just be in this window here. I just don't have something set up yet. Velcro really is a beautiful cat, isn't he? There used to be this one that we passed through on the way from Ottawa to my grandparents' place, where they lived in Collingwood before they passed away. I can't remember the name of it, but it was basically like only a gas station, and even the gas station was abandoned. Let's go back to showing the art, because we're in the art category, at least. Cats are art. Balaclava's ghost town situated in Renfrew County. Renfrew's a nice place. It's definitely grown quite a bit. Could be considered between Ottawa and Collingwood. I think I've been through Balaclava. Yeah, we had this one route that we always took that was quote unquote the scenic route. Oh God, what was the name of it? I know there's a place called Uphill along the way. I always thought it was funny. Yeah, we would end up going through Bancroft. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous place. The cliffs, the granite cliffs, man. Gonna go do some urbexing in southern Ontario ghost towns? I would totally do that. Tesla is playing with Velcro. It's the cutest thing. Tesla. Tesla ignores me. He's my cat, but he's like, fuck you. We're gonna start the survey on plausibility, yeah. What I liked about the Norway video is that, like, they have an old warehouse, factory building, and it allows them to have, like, a really big interior space for, like, building bits and pieces and hosting workshops and whatnot. There's a lot of potential for that space. I wonder if there are any like abandoned towns that have old factory buildings that are just derelict like that. That would be really cool. Yeah, and you know that building's gonna be strong. Quite robust. Hello, wind? Please don't destroy my curtains. Oh. If it was a sawmill, it's probably on a river, too. Is it one of those places with, like, a water wheel and stuff? Because that's pretty rad. Not gonna lie. And Renfrew's close enough to Ottawa and close enough to my family. I'd be willing to live there. My local place is slowly closing one store by one store. It's kind of sad. One of them I really like. Yeah, that's what happens. The water-powered sawmill was rebuilt in 1939 after fire destroyed the mill that had previously occupied the space and continued to operate until 1959. Cool. I've always loved sorry, my blinds. I've always loved water wheels and stuff. They're really awesome. 59 is when the sawmill shut down. I think I know the place that you're talking about too. Like I think I've seen that wiki page. Or at least like photos from that place. Good lord, oh, hold on. Wow, my Canadian just came out right there. Good lord. Let's just open the blinds so they stop flipping out. There we go. It's now even brighter in my room. Yeah, I would love to get like a bunch of people together and do like they did in that Norway video. Steal the water wheel for the fort? Oh, hell yeah. I mean, it's not like we're gonna use it to produce flour or saw logs or anything. You should send me the link to that wiki page. I'll check it out later. I've always wanted to, like, get all of my friends together and build like an eco-village neighborhood kind of thing. You know, putting in things like permaculture gardens and food forests and, you know, just living a better kind of way than we do now. But you still have all the modern amenities like electricity and high-speed internet and stuff. What are these friends of which you speak? I've got a lot of friends, man. I used to not have very many friends, but now I've got lots of friends, and they would all be interested in something like that. I kidnap my American friends, too, because, asylum! Yes. Not familiar with this concept? Well, you're my friend. Actually, Fantasy, I should send you that video because these guys are in Norway. Let me go grab that and send that to you. I think you might find it pretty cool. There you go. You've got it now, too. Population since 1987, 2. Wow. We could start a LARP town. A LARP YouTuber content creator village. First of its kind. I think it'd be cool. Do living experiments or dwelling experiments like tiny houses or like, you know, traditional housing kind of building like they... God, what was that other channel? It's the Northman, LARP Town and LARP Props, LARP Costume Manufacturing. You think Harley's doing something like that? Yeah, I haven't heard what Harley's doing, but like Skill Tree, but the whole town. Yes, absolutely. And like that's kind of what they're doing in that Norway project too, right? It's like everybody pitches in to co-own the land, and then they have a space to plonk down their tiny houses that they currently all have sitting in the factory lot. And you can build your building inside the factory space and then move it outside when it's complete, so you don't have to worry about the weather getting in on all the inside stuff. And like everybody has their own thing. Like there's that one dude who's running a pizzeria, another guy has a bike shop, some dude's into solar panels and electronics, and yeah. Like I'm still like 6.5K in debt from my student loan, and I'm paying so much rent that like, and my rent's going up at the end of this month, so next month I start paying more, and then my home insurance goes up every year too, and that's due in June, July, and finally 100K in debt. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Yeah, Fantasy will become a bookbinder. I like doing bookbinding too. We can do bookbinding together. I have so many hobbies. I have way too many hobbies and like no space to do them. American stuff. America's so fucked up, man. Smithing and welding. Like, dude, I would love to learn how to weld. I want to take a welding course at some point. Nephew, probably get along with my brother. He likes doing smithing stuff, too. I can do some woodworking. You leave the woodworking to me, man. There's nothing more. I love the smell of sawdust. Damn. Yeah, I'll leave the woodworking to me. I'll be the carpenter. Both my grandfathers were carpenters. Grandpa was a boat builder, and Oppa was a furniture maker. And I've got that carpentry bug. I love working with wood. Love me some wood. We'll leave all refrigeration tech to Puma. And all the gardening, permaculture stuff to my brother. I love working with wood, but I don't want to make cabinets all day, every day. There's that other video I sent you where they were, like, hand-hewing beams for, gotta love some wood to some degree. Yeah. Yeah, they were hand-hewing beams for traditional housing. My wife does gardening and pharmacy. She's pharmacy tech for the past 30 years-ish. Yeah, like, just the people I know alone, like, just from Skilltree, not to mention, like, Good's community where I met Necromancer. Like, people have so many skills. Like, I could create a whole functioning city with all of the people that I know. The problem is we're scattered all over the world, and most of them are trapped in fascist America. Is data hoarding a skill? Yes, it is. Archivist, librarians. Oh, I'm so jealous of that fantasy. You know what my book press is? It's 2 cutting boards. That's my book press, and I haven't even drilled the holes in it to put the bolts through. Mm-hmm. Because my drill, is not very good. It's older than I am, and it needs to be rewired. Eventually you can become a data broker. Definitely in the chat section. Oh, art and chat now. I definitely needed the tea. Yeah, all the things that that I want to do require oodles of money, and like I think the only way it would be possible is either winning the lottery, or getting some massive sponsor. Should just message Bill Gates and be like, hey, you want to do something cool? Want to donate to an awesome project, Mr. Very Rich Man, who is at least a good rich man. The economic disparity between the quote-unquote classes is it's getting bad. Yeah, exactly. Knowledge is probably one of the most important things. Gotta ask Elon. I wouldn't ask Elon for anything. Plus, you know, he'd probably wanna own it. Hell no, he want to turn it for profit, all for him, and put his name and face on everything. That's not a community. Exactly, man. Whereas Bill Gates is like, I'm only not the richest man in human history because I keep giving my money away. And Elon isn't the richest man in human history because all of his money is tied up in artificially inflated stocks that never would have made it had it not been for government contracts. If Monk Mode is here, he could probably tell you about a cool electric car company. I forget what it's called. Yeah, he's just a meme lord, and he's not even very good at memeing anymore. It's too much ketamine. What's wrong with the dam? Well, are we above or below the dam? That's the question. Everyone gets beachfront property. If by beachfront you mean, like, in the ocean, then yes. Sent me the barrel. It's a good barrel. Started as the beachfront property, becomes a lake bottom property. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those cases where, like, if the dam goes, yeah, everyone's probably done. I would do, major surveys to figure out where, like, the water level would be should the dam catastrophically fail, and then just leave all of that area to, like, growing stuff. It would just be farmland. Because that's long-term planning. It's kind of why I want to win the lottery now, so we can get vehicles and equipment and start surveying these ghost towns for a LARP town. Well, yes, but you also have to consider, like, getting their permissions to build. So, like, if they're within range of another town, having... You would have to establish another town, probably. And then, there's also provincial building regulations, federal building regulations. Yes. Yes, that does fall under survey. Sorry, I'm, like, scratching my leg again, it's itchy. Lean and funny. But, like, when LARPs aren't running, you can use those facilities to rent them out for weddings. And you can charge considerably more for them, too. Back in, like, the mid-2000s, I was hoping to find, like, a property that was kind of farm-like, that I could build all sorts of, like, Lothlorien kind of style buildings, so that I could host event weddings. Like, themed weddings, because I'm really into the theme party stuff. Speaking of scouting, Scouts Canada sometimes sells old properties, too. You could always keep an eye out for that. Because if they were good enough for Scouts Canada, they'll definitely be good enough for our purposes. Old campgrounds too. Yes. I'm very much a like live within your means kind of person, and that's just not possible anywhere right now unless you're like living with your parents who already have like an established home. And I think this is why more and more people are like getting together with families and building like family compounds, quote unquote. We're going back to the generational housing, and I am completely fine with that. Yeah, it isn't within our means. This is why I do this. Is so that like I can earn something and set it aside. I have a pretty decent portfolio. It now exceeds my debt. My portfolio now exceeds my debt, which is great, and I'm hoping to have it double. The more I add into it, the faster it grows. Do you have any tips on other colors for the barrel? It's hard to tell because of the bright colored lines you've got in there. I don't know if you guys heard that weird noise. Tesla. Come on, niggies. I can't live anywhere near my family. Once a year to plenty. And my wife would murder my mom. Once a year is too plenty, and my wife would murder my mom. I could happily live with my parents, but not my extended family. Sorry, I'm trying to lure Tesla closer to me so I can pick him up. Come here, Babbins. He wants attention. Oh, somebody knocked my lamp over again. Well, I wasn't looking. Aria's passed out. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, I've got the baby Nugget in my arms now. There, I've got Nugget in my arms. It's time to lean back and relax. You see, my parents are really old, so I want them close. I want to spend as much time with them as possible. And I get along really well with my family. Tesla, is your eyebrow going bald? Weirdo. Your fur is so thin here. Why? Did somebody rip out your fur? Were you fighting too much? Mine are in their 70s. At our age, yes, they all will be. have the kitten in my arms. He's wrapped up in my blanket. He's making biscuits on my chest. Little faint biscuits. You need a trim. You're sharp. I'll have to trim Tesla after stream. He'll be upset with me, but that's alright. Oh, you're so sharp, baby. Give me your claw, buddy. There you go. How do we convince Kit and Maddie to move to Canada? There are no gators, and there are no poisonous spiders. Well, hardly any poisonous spiders. And there's free healthcare. And no orange man, that's true. Revy? Apparently America is now experiencing the brain drain that 1930s Germany did. The same brain drain that allowed America to get all these amazing scientists that culminated in the moon landing, Manhattan Project, nuclear energy, etc. A lot of the European nations are offering for American researchers to come overseas, and Canada as well. So if you're highly educated and you're a researcher, they're opening up for scientists to come into other countries from America to get people out of there. Trump single-handedly destroyed the United States in 3 months. Putin's best investment by far. Value added. Which is frustrating because, like, I know so many amazing and wonderful and talented people in the United States, and they're just like, I have nowhere to go. I have no money to go anywhere, and I have no options. And then there's my friends who are trans, where they won't be allowed to even cross the border because they're the wrong sex, quote unquote. Tesla, no, you can't leave. You get to stay here and cuddle. This is your cat rent. This is how you pay your rent, cat. I just wish I was in a better position to help more people. Two of my friends came over here because they were terrified, both trans and so much fun to be around. Yep. Rivy, why do you insist on climbing on everything? Rivy. My cat's gonna destroy my universe. Yeah, what's happening in the United States is not okay, but the only way to stop it is to just protest, be out in the streets by the millions. I think the Supreme Court's starting to stand up to Donald Trump, and the university standing up to him too is a good thing. You're starting to see the institutions get their teeth back. Rivy is now on my lower legs, which are propped up under my desk. And he's settling down between my legs. I think. It would be nice if he did. Instead of forcing my knee to bend backwards. Okay, now he's jumped down again. It's like a built-in cat hammock. Tesla's getting fussy. My sister said I look villainous right now, listening to classical music, fingers steepled in deep thought. It's nice when siblings get along. I get along really well with my brother. Tesla. Don't you want to stay here and be warm? Rivy is just annihilating my universe. River, you can't... Go get him, Tesla. River. He's trying to pull out one of my shelf cubes and dig into it so that he can, like, climb in there. I'm like, bro, that's my part of my fabric stash. Don't do that. Tesla is hyper now that I've helped him warm up. Tesla! I guess he was too cold. So he got all warmed up and now he's hyper. Let's do a little bit more painting here. We are in the art category after all. River, stop digging through my fabric, man. That bin is not for cats. Jesus Christ. We're not allowed to have nice things. He's scared of my pen. Probably because I booped him with it. And he's like, ah! Thing! Back to painting clouds. Yay! Fluffy poofs. Fantasy has booped my snoot. It's the boop snoot. Like the droop snoot. But it is the snoot that gets booped. It's the boop snoot. Nachos is here! Nachos has booped the snoot! It's the boop snoot! Like the droop snoot, but it's the snoot that gets booped. It's the boop snoot. How you doing, Nachos? My god, the boop wars have begun! Nachos has redeemed a hydrate. We sip our tea. Fantasy has booped the snoot of Nachos. Oh my god, so much boopage! Ah! Whatever shall we do? It's a catastrophe! War has broken out across the lands. Not sure why, but I turned into like a 1930s radio announcer. Badly. The cars agree. As you can see, it's chaos, as usual. Hi, Rivy! He's afraid of my pen. Why? Kitten is being a chaos gremlin. Well, that's fine, Necromancer. Really? Why is he afraid of my pen? I don't understand. Cows are so great. Such versatile and wonderful creatures. I believe I can fly. Nephis are deemed to hydrate. Once again, cold tea seems to be a theme with me. Lunch, dinner, nah. Drink tea instead. It's already noon, wow. Food is for normal people. Let's see if this looks flipped. I have no idea what my plan is. Hot, dirty leaf water. Alright, this color down this way. Probably get rid of these now. That city ambience I got going on though. Yeah, I think this dark cloud, we're gonna leave that one out. Just gonna go down into my unused folder. I don't have one of those in here. It's just gonna get deleted. Garbage, away with thee. Don't need it. So if we go with how it started and how it's going. River is meowing. I guess Evan's not on yet. Oh no, Evan is on. I had to refresh. Tea is very good. My roommate used to hate tea too. She used to call it hot leaf water. And then she started sleeping properly, and then she's like, suddenly tea actually tastes like something other than pennies. Good morning, roommate. Give me all the hot leaf water. Yeah, I'll take the hot leaf water. Already had 2 cups of it today. I think we're gonna leave this here for today, and we'll be back tomorrow, probably with more clouds or maybe something else for a break to do something slightly different. I have no idea what. We still need to finish the Finch and the other clouds practice, but my god, I think I'm gonna need to take a break from clouds after this. It's part of the reason why I chose the bird in the first place. Uh, because it was different. But thank you all for coming today. I appreciate every last one of you always showing up. Necromancer, you have a great time at your LARP. Yes, Mermaid is incoming. I am making plans for that. I already have a file open and ready to go. I need to do some thumbnailing because I need to decide on which idea to do. It might take me all month to do Mermaid, but then I might sell it as a print because it'll be my own artwork for once. I can't sell any of the painting practices that I'm doing because it's someone else's photography, so that would be rude. If the nameless merman thing comes out really well, then it might be available as a digital print that you can buy and then print out yourself. Is work calling you again, Necromancer? I appreciate the vote of confidence. We'll see how it turns out. I haven't done anything that's like an actual print for a very long time, except for the thank you cards for the walking pad. Back-to-back calls, but I'm back now. Well, welcome back. We're doing that right now. We're just raiding out. So, you have a great time at your LARP. I hope you make a lot of friends and that you have a wonderful experience. I recommend one day trying Conquest. If you're interested in doing Conquest this summer, let me know, and I will introduce you to the skill tree guys, because our camp at Conquest is great, and you should join us. And it's in Germany, so you get a little piece of home there. Join the Fae. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh man, we were 9 yesterday, we're only 5 today. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you all for coming. I love you. Bye-bye. We're off sailing to other waters.